Some of the most important seasons in your life will feel lonely. Not because God abandoned you, but because He's changing you. And honestly, isolation is confusing when you're in it. One minute life feels loud and connected, and the next, the phone gets quieter. Certain friendships fade, doors close. You feel hidden, unseen. You start asking questions like, did I do something wrong? Why does it feel like everyone else is moving forward except me? But throughout the Bible, God constantly pulls people away before He sends them forward. Before David became king, he was alone in the fields. Before Moses led a nation, he spent years in the wilderness. Even Jesus disappeared into the desert before stepping into His purpose. Because isolation is often preparation in disguise. See, we love the idea of purpose, but we rarely talk about the process. And the process is usually quiet. God removes distractions, noise, false validation. Sometimes even people we depended on too much. Not to punish us, but to rebuild us. There are some lessons you can only hear in silence. And sometimes God isolates you because your identity got buried under everybody else's opinions. You were performing, pleasing, chasing approval, running on empty. So He separates you to remind you who you are without the crowd. And yeah, isolation can hurt. There are nights where it feels heavy. Moments where you wonder if this season will ever end. But hidden seasons are not wasted seasons. Roots grow deep underground before anything becomes visible above the surface. That's the part nobody celebrates. But it's the part that creates strength. And maybe that's where you are right now. Maybe life feels slower than you expected. Maybe you feel disconnected, forgotten, or stuck in between versions of yourself. But what if this season isn't rejection? What if it's protection? What if God is pulling you away from certain things so you can finally become the person you were meant to be? Because isolation with God can produce clarity, healing, wisdom, and peace that constant noise never could. And eventually, the same season that felt lonely will start making sense. You'll realize God wasn't removing you from life. He was removing the things that were keeping you from growing. So if you're in an isolated season right now, don't lose hope. Some of God's greatest work happens in private, before anyone else ever sees it.